Susan from InnerTeenment News, and I am so excited to have information to share with you on the upcoming series Goosebumps, The Vanishing, which premieres January 10th on Disney Plus and Hulu. This 8-episode series are based on the books by R.L. Stine, which have been a staple in young readers' libraries for more than 30 years. But I have to warn you, be prepared to be scared. Now, I'll admit I'm a scaredy cat. I'm afraid of everything, my own shadow. Even this backdrop is freaking me out just a little. And I watched the first episode like this and had to watch it in like 7-minute increments because my heart was racing. But it is a thrill ride you don't want to miss. With a stellar cast, great writers bringing this to life, you have got to start watching January 10th. Speaking of the talented cast, in this video, we're going to hear from David Schwimmer, who plays Anthony, Jayden Bartels, who plays his daughter CeCe, Sam McCarthy, who plays his son Devin, Anna Ortiz, who plays Jen, and Francesca Noel, who plays her daughter Alex. That group is going to comment on what it's like to be part of the Goosebumps legacy and what prompted them to take their roles in Goosebumps The Vanishing. After that group, we're going to hear from Stony, Galilea, and Elijah, who play Trey, Frankie, and CJ, and they're going to tell you more about their characters and what they can't wait for you to see on January 10th when Goosebumps The Vanishing hits Hulu and Disney Plus. Here they are.
Goosebumps. I love horror. I read them as a child, and I think that it means a lot to viewers. It has a huge fan base. It's close to people's hearts, and it's an honor to be a part of this like legacy. So yeah.
Amazing. Well, to be honest, I think specifically, I mean, Goosebumps, I mean, that's it's a legendary thing. I mean, of course I'd want to do that. If we're talking specifically about the character of Devin, I think there was a sensitivity and a vulnerability to Devin. And I think Devin, we find him in a position where he hasn't found his feet. And there's a kind of an up in the airedness to that character that I connected to, and then I felt I could say something with. So to be honest, that's probably what drew me most to it.
For me, I've just always been a fan of action, horror, comedy, and I've never really been able to do it. So I was just really excited. And then, of course, to know how loved this series is, this book series is. When I was first sent the script, I was asking, some friends and family or whatever, hey, what do you get? Have you heard of Goose? Everyone, every person was like, oh my God, you have to do it. So that was a nice little push.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many things. I mean, I think just the fact that Goosebumps is one of those rare franchises that can talk about really serious things and also about horror, because it's for everyone. And that's why Disney is the perfect place for it, because Disney's for everyone. But yeah, I mean, in particular with our two characters, I play an ex-con and she plays a cop. So, and we're also mother and daughter, and it's a teenage girl, and that's a really tough dynamic. So we're working through a lot. And then there's also the fun element of the monsters. And then with horror, you get like this like heightened reality. And I think it just kind of appeals to everyone.
Yeah, there's so much tongue in cheek too, especially with our season. There's a lot of comedy. So as much as you're on the edge of your seat and you're screaming and you're freaking out because there's these things happening, then, David Schwimmer or whoever it is says something super hilarious in character, and it still just works.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I was 25 when the books came out. So I missed that wonderful chapter of being a young adult and being able to discover it at that age. I really didn't discover it until more recently. Of course, I had heard about the franchise. I think I had seen bits and pieces, but it wasn't until they approached me with this that I watched the first year of this anthology series. And I read one of the books was Stay Out of the Basement, which they had told me that Anthony, my character, was inspired by. And I was like, okay, this is amazing. This whole all this material is great, and of course read the script. So yeah, it was probably only about 6 months ago.
I'm Stony. I play Trey, who's Frankie's boyfriend, and kind of joins this group that way. He's a bit of a bully, just from the sense of him being super insecure and angry towards certain people in this cast, or in this crew, in the show, sorry. And it got so personal. I meant like Sam. It's Sam and Devin.
Yeah, of course.
And he kind of gets them into a little bit of trouble and kind of starts this chaos in a way, and he has to figure out how to be the better man and fix it later on a little bit.
Yeah, it's all your fault. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I play Frankie. She is very kind and caring and creative and hardworking, and she kind of causes a little bit of drama, not intentionally. Definitely not intentionally, but Devin and CeCe kind of come to stay in Gravesend for the summer, and she kind of has some past history that she has to deal with upon their arrival, and it kind of brings this kind of just interesting group dynamic of like rivalries and bro moments that go down.
Bro moments.
Bro moments.
Yeah.
It's the best way I could put
You gotta
it.
have it.
My name is Elijah. I play CJ in Goosebumps and Vanishing. Yeah, I mean, CJ, he off the bat, you can tell is this like really warm, inviting spirit, very happy to just be here, you know? I think that CJ is a really interesting character because, ultimately with him being this great guy, like people can depend on him and trust in him and know that he's gonna be there and show up for them. Even though, he has some issues with his delivery driving job where he is not always on time and the food is sometimes eaten, sometimes, most of the time, really. Egg rolls, I had a lot of egg rolls in this series, a lot. But yeah, no, I think that, CJ proves to become a really strong leader in the series, someone who people can, trust to step up and get the job done.
Yeah. And Stony, your character has a bit of an attitude. Did you do method acting and like have to be tough around while you weren't filming, or did you feel like you could really join in and be part of the cast after filming?
This is actually just Stony's personality.
Yeah, I'm just a complete fool, yeah. I remember like early on, me and Sam, like the first day we met, we were like, should we keep this method and just be kind of even off camera? Should we be like enemies? Should we try to like make that work?
I remember that.
And that lasted like 4 seconds because I like him too much. So yeah, I mean, I know my fair share of people that are like this, and I know insecure people, and I live in Hollywood. Like there's people here that, I've met quite a few. So there's a lot to pull from.
Yeah. You're in kind of a love triangle. Was that fun to play, or were you excited about that aspect?
Yeah, I got my Twilight moment. But yeah, no, I mean, it was really fun, and it was really fun, especially because like, I think these two guys really bring out like completely different sides to Frankie, and they both like represent completely different things to her. I think, Trey represents kind of that safety of staying within her bubble and everything that she knew and loved, and I think it's just very, very safe. And Frankie, it's a bit difficult for her to take risks and to kind of go into the unknown, and I feel like Devin comes back into town and he's more adventurous and a risk taker, and she's kind of like, maybe I can be braver, and I can be pushed to do more, and yeah, and I feel like it was really, really fun for me to kind of balance those two different sides of her, because she does truly, genuinely care for these two guys, and I don't think she's trying to mess around or like play with them in any way. I just think it's genuine indecisiveness that she's like, oh my God, what do I do? Because at the end of the day, it really reflects not just who she ends up with, but who she is within herself,
And Elijah, once you found out you got the role, how did you put CJ together? Did you do any kind of preparation before filming, or did you wait till you got the scripts?
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, from the jump, getting the audition, seeing the character breakdown, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like this character 100%. But then I was also like, I might as well just like pick from people that I know in life that are like him. I know some interesting people, some people that have a lot of energy. Some people who sometimes you're like, bro, what are you doing? You know? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull there. And it really it brought a layered feel to him because, you know, this is pulling from real life experience. So definitely worked really hard to put the character together, and I hope that people enjoy him.
To each of you, what are you most excited for fans to see in January?
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, we got some pretty crazy CGI. I keep going back to that. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that really
yeah.
got me.
Special effects is
Yeah,
crazy.
I haven't seen like the first couple episodes. Like it's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I'd say that, and like the character relationships.
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of heart in the series, and there's a lot of grounded and real moments. Not to say that fighting a monster every day is like not real, but yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely there's definitely just so much in there for people to pull from and just experiences that real teenagers face.
Exactly.
All right. Well, oh, go ahead. What are you most excited?
I mean, I was about to say she got this. I mean, I guess I'm excited for people to see my awesome scooter skills.
Oh, definitely.
The last question. Have you guys had to keep this secret from your family and friends? Is that hard?
Oh yeah. I mean, we can't give everything out, and so it's
Yeah.
like I want to tell everybody, but I can't. You just got to see it.
No, definitely. There's some like crazy twists and turns in this season, and I'm just like dying to tell someone. I'm like, we have to keep this between us.
Yeah.
No one can know. Till January 10th.
I'm telling you guys, January 10th, Disney Plus, Hulu, the place to be for Goosebumps, The Vanishing. We have way more with the cast coming up, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, check back often. We'll play our social media channels at the end of this video. Find us there. We would love to hear your thoughts, what you're looking forward to, what you're a little scared about. We just can't wait to watch it all. Again, I watched the first episode, was scared to death, but that's me. So old Goosebumps fans, you're just ready to go. New Goosebumps fans, give it a try. Like, just if you haven't watched it, try it. That first episode is going to hook you. I'm Susan from InnerTeenment News. Thank you to the cast of Goosebumps The Vanishing for talking with us. We can't wait until January 10th. See you soon.